Hey guys, Rad Performance here. It's winter time. Not really working on hot rods too much. So what we have to work on is all things mechanical and gas and oil. So we need a snowblower. We got our basic Craftsman. This happens to be the larger one, the 27-inch heavy duty, but it's really for all of them. We have an issue with the belts, so I just figured I'd make a quick video. um, we just have it propped up here. So we're having an issue with the belts burning, like they're basically fan belts, like cranked to the auger. So the auger's over here. I'll show you that later. There's this plastic cover right on the hoop normally, and this is built on a similar platform to many other brands. There's a plastic guard. There's bolts here, one on the other side. These happen to be 10 millimeter heads. See whatever you have. Normally just whatever holds this plastic case, and it pops right off. And here's all the business end of it. Looks kind of like a serpentine setup, even though these use V-belts. You have the pressure here. You have another one back here that drives the motor down to the base pulley. I'm going to squeeze. Yeah, you squeeze the auger. You see this piece pressure engages the belt. So when you let go, and you take this off and it's loose, that's absolutely normal. You don't want this running when it's not engaged, because that will constantly spin the augers. You want it free, and then when you pull it, then boom, it gets tight, and then it engages the auger. This, even when it's tight, it's loose. This belt is old and it's been burning, so I'm gonna pop off the belt, show you that, and I'll probably change the rear one too. It's been several years. This is over 10 years old, this unit. I think it's like 15. I tried to maintain it. It still works. It's still great. And they really don't really make them like this anymore, to be honest. So we're gonna pop these belts off, see if the local hardware store, if the local auto parts store has them. Worst case, I'll just order them, but I think we'll be in good shape. They're just basic V belts. Uh, the diameters look like they're regular 7 series. The wider ones will be a 9 series. A lot of times you go to the auto parts store, they may not know what car, what V6 4-cylinder. They don't really know. You're better off telling them. So I'll show you. We have a belt gauge here. This will be 7 series, so it'll be a 7.4 something, and that something will be like, it may be even less because of the inches. So it's normally based on a length, but it's a 7 series. So we'll go over that too. I may even service it. I'll change the oil. One other thing I wanted to show you was with the auger, there is an adjustment here for this cable. So when we put the new belt and it's still loose, or if it's too tight, we'll pull this off, and this is threaded of how much pressure gets put on the belt here. And this lever right here goes right through, and that's what moves this in and out. And that's all it is. You pull up on that cable with that lever, and it engages the belt. It spins the auger. It's all mechanical. A lever pushes the belt, has an idler, pushes the augers, and then it rotates, and it makes the front auger spin. We'll come around here. I'm going to lubricate these. This one happens to have Zerk fittings, so I'll lubricate them. This is the better model, so we'll put some grease here. What you can do is then you could spray grease in here and try to let it seep, or just take them apart and lube them and put them back if you have any of these C's. If you see, these move relatively easily. It's not even spinning, it just spins on that shaft. If these are C's, then you have a problem. There's 2 Zerk fittings, and these are your shear bolts. This is your gearbox that goes back. Some of them have a serviceable port. This one doesn't. I don't feel it anywhere. To be honest, I've never taken it apart. I never had an issue, but there are some that you can add grease to, and I just don't feel anything like a Zerk fitting or anything. So I'm assuming this is a sealed unit and it's a one and done. But if you needed to, you can pull this apart and fill it with grease again. From what I see online, this is a problematic piece. Once they go bad, the parts just outweigh keeping the snowblower. So it is good to just keep it maintained so you don't have that problem. But that's it. We're going to go through pulling off those belts now, and then we'll show you. So all of them are basically similar. So we'll come back over here. I really just got a few wrenches. It happens to be a 15 millimeter. So the easiest for me is when I see this, when you pull on that, it kind of releases the tension that holds that big pulley down. So I'll pull this idler off, and we'll be able to pop this belt right out. I could probably get it over the top, but when I have the new belt, I know I'll be in a tough spot. So I'd rather just pull that off now. So we'll just crack it loose. And that's it. It really wasn't a lot of force. So hopefully you can see it. I'll put the light down. Okay. Just being careful. I don't want stuff to fall. And that's it. Very similar to the car. I'll probably blow this out with air. And just for safekeeping, we'll put the little nut back. Oh, this is a little bit beat up. So we may clean that up actually. So there we go. We just got this belt. So I may squeeze this now. So if you see this here, put this bolt in. So the bolt, I squeezed it to get the belt loose here. And then we'll probably have to go around and take it off in the front. So let me get this out of the way that holds it. We're pulling out this little belt stop here. So this was just a 13 into the aluminum. We'll put this down on the side. So we'll get this out of the way so we don't mess it up. Now, so that'll allow us to pull it off. So now we're in good shape for this. We're going to pull the main case of the auger out. And you could see there's stamped metal here that holds it to the main frame. And there's 3 bolts. This one happens to have 3, 2 and 1, 2 and 1. We'll unbolt that. And then there's 2 fasteners that go into the main shaft of the auger right down there. So we just have them angled up for easy access. We'll get a ratchet with a long extension. So when we undo that, that will allow us to separate it. And from the looks of it, we may have to take off this chute assembly so it's not pulling on this, or we'll just pull out the clip. So let's actually look at that first. Let's try to take this bad boy out. I think there's a clip right here. So turn it a counter. Yep. See if we pull that out, he'll actually unhook right from there. So let's just get a flathead. Let's pop out that Jesus. So we just popped out this clip. This is what holds the little chute arm in here. There you go. So now when we slide this bad boy out, we'll put it back in. This will allow us to move this off of the arm, and then we'll put that clip back. So just little pieces you got to have to take off. We'll try to make it as easy as possible so we don't have to, have a big mess on our hands. We're going to start by cracking loose these bolts here. So we'll see. Let's do the, I think we'll do a ratchet with a 15, but let me see. Nope, it's a 13. But let me see if this is strong enough for it. Yeah, I think I need a ratchet. Let me get a 3/8 with the 13. Oh, no, it's American. So we're just, this happens to be half. I thought it was metric, but they're 1/2 inch. But either way, I'm happy to see that it's American. There you go. We're just going to crack them. And then we'll go all the way around here. And we'll try. Yep, I bet the tires are going to be in the way. So we'll have to do some finagling. So give me a second, guys. Okay, so you just got to find whatever fits your need. I may have to do it without the extension, but it may hit. So, and we will probably take the tires off because I know one of them keeps on leaking. So I should probably pull the tires, but for right now, it's working with me, not against me. So it's holding it up. So we'll leave this. Okay. The bottom ones, I bet, will be a little harder because they're always buried in snow and salt. So these are nice and loose now. We're going to spin to the other side. Crack everything loose first. I would recommend that. It'll make it easier. This is a little harder. Okay. We'll try to get this here. Okay. Just make sure everything is loose. Want to make sure everything is loose. We're going to zap all these out, probably with a pneumatic, but we'll just crack them loose by hand. Okay. Is down in the hole, there are 2 wedge bolts. So I'm just down in here. This happens to be the same. It's a 1/2 inch. You can see those lights. I'll try to get it on there. There's 2 bolts here that hold that shaft. It's probably a shaft that has flats on it, and that's what these wedge bolts are doing. So again, we're just going to crack everything loose. There it goes. It's really, this is all original, so nobody really killed anything with this. So hopefully we're not going to have problems, I hope. Yeah, I may want to spin this bad boy. I'm just going to turn it the auger. So the auger, when you stick your hand in here, allows you to go just a little more. The number one rule here, which I did not do, which is a bad, but I have it off here, right here. There's no electric for the start, and it cannot run. But the true safety, so I guess don't do as I do as I say. Pull the spark plug wire. Just this is kind of hidden, but this is off, so the electric won't turn it over. But you want to do that, and you stick in your hands where they don't belong. Just going to crack this bad boy, so he goes there. Okay, I can turn him a little more. Okay, cool. So that one was a little tighter, so we'll probably, we'll just check all the threads. And I think out of the factory, they had Loctite on all these too. I'm going to turn this. I could actually turn it from here, I think. Yep. Turn it from there. I'm just going to make this a little looser. Okay. Alrighty, cool. So now we can probably take at least the tops out all the way. And then we'll work on the bottom, and then we'll get the middle ones out. See if it'll let me do this on an angle. Okay. And I could hear the crickety crack of the metal. So that's it. It's already probably coming loose. We'll leave that middle one there so everything's connected. I have this wedged with a piece of wood. So what I'm going to do is get another piece of wood for the main body. And then we'll take it out. Yeah, so that's holding. I see it moving there. Okay. The bottom one was longer. The tops are short. So the bottom ones are long. You'll see on yours when you go to take it out. I'm just going to stick wood under the main body. There we go. And just I have wood holding it up. And then this whole chute assembly will come off. But again, I'm not pulling all the bolts out right now. I'm going to leave 2 bolts on it. They make stands like motorcycle stands and all that. I don't have it. We don't really work on these quite often. We're just doing this because we need to. Yeah, the bottom ones always have a little more rust. When we get this off, we'll be able to stick it right on the wood. Then I could pull the tires too. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Let me see this bit. Just checking if there's bolts underneath, but I don't feel it. Doesn't feel that loose. I wonder if the wood is just holding it. Okay. Oh, is that another bolt? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I don't know why it was like that. Okay. It may be this piece of wood here. Okay. So as I'm taking this out, we're going to go hold the auger shield in the front here. And we'll make sure this is being held up by a piece of wood now. Yeah, so there you go. Okay. I may hold this and maybe you'll just pull that bolt out. You're going to have to be mindful of that doing a Brody going backwards. You good? Okay, so here we go. Okay.
Pull up.
Okay. So let me just get this bad boy. He should.
I got it. Yeah, just be gentle.
Just get this guy on.
And now we're separating.
Okay.
Just be careful of the wood.
Yep. So I can let him down. Okay. So I can take him down. So if you see that, guys, that's obviously I think you'll need someone else, but sadly, hang on. Let me just get this guy bad boy so we don't break anything. Okay. This guy will slide right back in. That's why I pulled that pin out. So that makes it easy enough. What I may do, I may sand this or with a wire brush, clean up the innards because it was all skidding on the rubber. And get a shot here. So now you can see, now what we can do is we'll work on this here because we need to take the main belt off. So there's a plate right here that basically goes through the harmonic balancer. So we'll definitely have to work on this. Take this out because while we're here, we might as well service this. This belt is old and I can feel it. It's very glazed. So we'll work on that next. Okay, so we're going, right now we have this just propped. We actually took 2 jack stands to hold it, and I have the third one so it doesn't pivot because this thing will want to fall. I was going to take the tires off because one of them has a leak, and I really want to, I'm sick and tired of always pulling it out, one of them's flat. But the reality is you have to pull them off because of this cross pin anyway. So now we'll do the tires. This side has the shear pin still, so that's pretty cool. The other side, I remember years ago it broke. It slid right out, so that's a shear pin. So we'll see. I think there's some kind of clip on this. Yeah, there's like a wedge clip here that I'm going to have to pry. Okay. Kind of looks like the original wedge on the rotors and the drums, like the factory did, guys. So it's just fingers that hold on, and then the shear pin guides it in. So I'm really trying to be delicate. I love to reuse this without trying to find a new one. I'm just walking it off of the shaft here. See if I can pull it with the awl. Nah, it needs that. It needs this on it here. Yeah, you could hear it just, it'll just scratch on as it's coming out. I can't believe after all these years it's still in good shape.
This was still American made?
It could have been. It could have been. Alrighty, so that popped out. So that's all it is a retaining clip. So I was just being very delicate with it. I really don't want to, okay. So that's it. When we put this bad boy back, we'll definitely grease it. And we'll clean this out. This could definitely use help. And we'll get that. But that's it. No wonder why when I looked up for a tire, it was a fortune. I didn't realize it comes with this whole assembly. So we're going to fill these up. We're going to soak them in water. And hopefully we could figure out how to fix it. If I could change the valve maybe. Because honestly, you can see these tires are like brand new. It's just that the leaks there. So we'll figure that out and we'll see what happens. I'm just shaking it, yeah, so it comes off like that. This will be the same thing. I'll clean this up. I'll definitely lube it. But it's been pretty good to me. It's just this has no, it doesn't hold air at all. So they are directional too, which I didn't realize it says drive.
Yeah.
Has the arrow, so they are a directional piece. This will be later. We'll figure that out about the air, because that's been a pain in my butt. So now we'll get to it. So now this has some clips on it here for this slide bar, which will have to come off with this because it's holding this thing back here. So my assumption is this piece will have to come off next. We can pull the spring out and then we'll see how that goes. So we have to tear it down a little bit deeper as we're putting it all back together. Oh no, hang on, don't. So that's the wrong way. Yeah, you got to pull them the other way. Just pull it the other way, and we'll see if he comes out. He's still tight. Okay, so that'll be a to go on. We'll leave him right here. See how much tension is going back. Okay. So yeah, this right here, there's a clip holding this, but this is at least free.
I would say if we tackle the C clip.
Yeah, I don't see this thing moving though easily. Put this bad boy here. We'll just gingerly take it out. There we go. I hate to reuse them too because they're so old. So this still has tension on it. Let me just see.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but there's something underneath here though holding this. So I'm wondering if we just get one side though, maybe. Okay. Let me see that. Okay, there we go. That was what I was hoping, is just to get one side. So this piece hooks on to something else. Let that go. Let me just see if I can get them out. Thinking it was the wrong side to pull out. No, I had to pull this out because this guy doesn't come out that way. Okay, this is bolted to this on an idler. It's not bolted to anything else. Should be a wheel here. I don't see it right now, but there should be a wheel that rubs it. There it is. Okay, so there's the wheel. Okay, the wheel runs this to drive it.
Right.
So my only thing is with this, we need to get this around. Yeah, or even up, maybe up, no, maybe down. Okay. So
I could pull off the tension if you want.
yeah, you can pull this bad boy out. So pull out the tension on this guy. Okay. So there's a lot more tension on it. So you need to pull him more. You need to pull him more. Yeah, just pull him back a little. Okay. And then we can do this then. Okay, let's just get him out.
Yeah, get him off that.
Okay.
Very good.
You can let him go. Okay. Similar to actually a fan belt, you just have to finagle this, and then if you shine down here, you could actually see it. Now, the reality is, I don't know what this is. It looks almost like grease, and that's a little weird. This looks like grease to me, or maybe it's
wearing
not.
of the belt when it was smoking.
This wasn't smoking. It was the auger. This is yeah, oxidation. It looks like. Okay, so what I'm going to probably do is, I don't know if I'll take this off, guys. We may clean the pulley, and we may clean the face of this, because this is what drives the wheels when that rubber wheel hits it. So sort of like a disc, a flywheel. You just want to take out some of the glazing, and I may actually do that. It may be easier. Maybe we just pop this out, and then I'll do that and put it back, because I'm sure we should be able to get it back in. And see, this is all messed up over here. It's dirty. So we may actually clean it. We may just give it a little bit of a freshening and a service. We'll sand all this with Scotch-Brite or something, a wire brush. So maybe that'll work for us. So let's see if I can crack him off. He wasn't that tight. You just have to press him along something there. Okay. So my assumption will be this bolt is part of this pulley. And what I'm going to do is slide him out. Yep. So there you can go down in there. This is really just a holder. This has a bearing too, but the bearing is good. Yeah, the bearing is still pretty good. Yeah, I think as you push it down. It has a part number if you needed it. So this face here is what I'm going to clean. This is the face. It is a little bit rough, but it has some oxidation. I'm going to clean this and clean this. Put this all back in nice so we have it. I actually may just put the nut back so nothing falls out. That's probably better. And we'll leave it at that. This was a locking nut, it looks like. Okay. Yeah, so we can clean all this up, put all this back. That I'll leave for this. Yeah, right here is the auger. And then that drives the wheels. I'll lube that up maybe for that chain too. I'll put some lube on it. We're going to go clean all this up. Hopefully the stores have the belts we need. And then we'll come back and reassemble it. Yeah. Multi-rig. Nope. It's right there. 410 to 415. See it right here?
Where is it? Oh, I'm wrong.
410 to 415. So it is right.
Very good.
Okay, you can see this is a 15 belt. You see where it goes up there? Mm-hmm. And then if I had to measure this for an automotive, it would be 15, 380 or 375. I don't know why it's showing it here as a, oh, this is just in inches. It's 455 to 46. So that's what it is. This is just the overall length. Okay. Yeah. So this belt would be a 15, 375, 380, but I would go with 375 because I think this thing is stretched. So it's probably shorter. Yeah. 380 would be too long. So it would have to be a 375. 15, 375, let's say. This would be an 11, 320. An 11, 320, 325, because I think it's stretched as well. We got our belts. Luckily, the local hardware store and auto parts store had it. We had to go to 2 different places, but that's the name of the game. So we're in this far. You might as well put new belts, and that was the point of it. So I'm just going to loop this around here, and we'll start it here because it's basically how we got it out. Okay, I used some gray Scotch-Brite, and I Scotch-Brited up all the surfaces. Even this is sort of like a flywheel, but basically a rubber wheel in there spins this disc for your drive wheels. So this was all oxidized and glazed, so I just scuffed it with Scotch-Brite to take off all that glazing, and I cleaned the pulley in here too. Same with these. So you just want to, we're going to put that back though right now. Got this, and then we'll go, and then we're going to put this, it goes right around that pulley as you can see here. So that's what we're going to do now. Okay, we'll just get this clean. Just for house cleaning, blew this all out with air. I put some grease on the drive wheel chain. You could see it in there. So I just packed that, whatever I can do. Once you close this up, you're never going to see it again. So you might as well try it, get it. So now we'll take this bad boy out. Put it back the same way. This has a spacer, and there's a little offset key in there that you can see. It's on side, and it matches this right here. So that's how it doesn't spin when you go to tighten it up. So I'm sure that'll be a dance that we gotta, I may put grease on this just so it doesn't fall, but I think I will be able to get this guy in without losing a finger. Okay. So just, okay, I'm gonna slide it over. There we go. Okay. So just have to make sure that the shim stays in place. There we go. I can literally feel it it fell into place. So now we'll just, okay, there we go. You could feel that it went into place there. Can you just spin that while I hold it so it doesn't fall again? Just spin that down. Okay. We're just going to put a dab. I was just wanted to make sure. We're really not going to come in here for a while. Spin it on.
Usual.
You sell that at the store? Okay, no problem. You know what Brinkman's has it, so get spinning more, whatever you can do. Okay, just make sure it spins. Yeah, it spins nice. It's not off, so it sat in there. So that's perfect, guys. So we're just gonna tighten him back up. This really wasn't that tight, but it had a little bit of snug to it. And with the Loctite, we'll just make sure. Yeah. And this is not really doing much. This is literally just that rubber wheel rides on it, and that's it. Okay. So we got our spring that will have to go back.
We gotta put the belt around.
Yep, you can pull them out. Yep. I need your finger out of there.
Can I go over to here?
Yeah, just go. Okay, go up. We got to go up a lot. You just take your hand out of there so I can see it. This is really tight. I don't know why. You need to pull the tensioner, yeah. Get that guy. Just please don't snap it. Just make sure you got a hold of it. You good?
Gotcha. Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. So it does help. You can let go. It does help when you have two people. But we just had to fight the belt on this pulley, hold the tensioner out while I wrapped it around this big pulley. So what we'll do now is, I think we're going to, if you just pull the handle ever so slightly, I want to check to make sure the belt is sitting right. Just going to see here. I'm just checking the belt, make sure it's not twisted around. Just do a couple of revolutions. You don't have to do it to start. You're just going to pull it. And the belt looks pretty good, actually. So I think we're in good shape. And you're good. And I think we're in really good shape. So that's all I would do is just check, make sure the belt is not twisted. Just to be, super cautious about it. So this thing will have to go actually up and over. So he goes in the back here. Okay, can you push on that pin? Okay, push all the way. You don't have a clip there. Okay, no, that's fine. You don't have a clip there. Okay, so right now, this moves. Is there an adjustment on this? Well, I guess not. There is no. But it feels good though, actually. I don't think they really want these things super tight. It's not for that. It's just for this thing. So I think that we're in good shape with that enough. So I didn't want to, but I will reuse their C-clips. I don't have any, so that's why I'm reusing them. So I'm just going to reuse what they had in there. Put one C-clip here. Okay. There we go. Okay. So let's just do that. I'll just tap this just to put it in a little bit. Okay. So that's really it. This just gets sucked in as when you need it, and then the wheel rides against it. So this is basically in right now. We got that back. We got the pulley. The next thing I think we'll do is we'll put the spring back here that holds this tensioner arm, and then we can get this started to go again because we have to mate it to this bad boy. So he's going to go around the back, and I'm just looking, guys, how it was. So it looks like it was this way. If you can pull him that way to take some tension out. Okay. You good? Okay. Just
Push him in.
these are not the best for this type of thing because these are weak on the end. Okay. So we got our spring in place for here and for here. He's nice and tight. And that's for when you pull the lever and we're good to go. Go and pull it. See how if you feel it.
Very normal.
Yeah. So I'll tell you what, for being anal, hold it down. I'm just going to Scotch-Brite this bad boy to make them nice and smooth. Let them go. Get to the other side here. It's like I'm sold on Scotch-Brite now. It's like the best.
It is the best thing.
It sands, it polishes all in one. Pull that bad boy. All the way. Yep. Okay. Get him over here. Put a smidge more. Go ahead. Is any better or really the same?
It actually feels better since we took it apart.
Okay.
I think it's definitely better now.
Okay.
It feels.
Might as well while we're
nice
here.
And fluid.
This is sort of like a brake arm. You know, you just lube it a little bit in the back.
Yeah.
And you should be good to go. So I think we'll put this on last because this is the tensioner. We'll put another drip of Loctite. Whatever's left, we'll just do a little drip. And then that'll have to get another one because it's bad. So we could do that then. So let's match up the bad boys. Okay. Yep. So that looks a little longer, but I think it's good. And that's it. So we're definitely going to put, with two people, definitely makes this easier, guys. We're going to slide this front section back on this while he's holding it. We have some wood to hold it up. I'm going to run those bolts in. Great. You're good. Okay. Yep. Angle it up more. You got to just angle this. There you go. You got to angle it up. Yep. So it needs to come up more, though, your auger piece. Okay. Hang on. No problem. Just give me a little lift. Give me a little lift here. Okay. Yeah, you need to go higher. Yep. Right? Just so I can catch the ball. A little more. A little more. Okay. There we go. Let me see if it catches the threads. Okay. I think it did. Let it down. Okay. I'm not 100% sure, but let's see. Oh, now I see how they did it. Okay. So you could take that back out. They actually made it easy. So let's lift it again, Paulie.
Off of?
Just give me a little lift because it's tweaked on it.
Okay.
You can lift it from there if you want. Yeah. Okay. They made it real easy. If you put the lower bolts, guys, pull it out. Crack this out a little bit. Okay. If you put the lower bolts, it makes a pivot. See that? Go put the other side. And then we could slide it right in. So that's what we're going to put the lower bolts in. They're longer. And then we're going to use it as an access. Go in. Okay. So I can go in. Okay. So now hang on. Let me make sure we can get this bad boy in. We're going to put that chute stick back in. So we make sure everything goes back the way it's supposed to. When everything's a little bit still loose, it makes it a little easier. Okay, there we go. And then we'll find the hole again for here. Okay, put that guy's in now. Alrighty, so now all I have to do is just pick him up. So pick this guy up. Just shake and dance him a little bit. Okay. Are you in on the other side already?
Yeah.
It feels like it. Yep. There it goes. Are you in all the way?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so we're in. We're going to get a couple more bolts. You may have to flex it because if you flex this, you shake and dance, it helps you thread it in. Man, it's so much easier without the wheel. Just shake and dance, and here, send them in with this because that'll kind of fit it in too.
That's the top
Yep.
one here.
Yep, put the top one. Now when the top one's in, send in the top, send in the middle, and then we'll tighten the bottom. Give them all a little welly all the way up.
Yeah, tighten your side for now.
They weren't that tight. They were just snug.
Yeah, because they don't really get that crazy tight.
They're only sheet metal screws, so they really can't go that tight. You want to make sure they're snug, but if they're snug, leave them. There's a hole right in there. Okay. So now for this guy, there's a hole here. So we'll just see if I can catch him. That thing ain't going nowhere, man. Okay, so this is a little loose. We'll get this stuff here, get this here, so that it's a little bit like that. Just going to put some wheel bearing grease on the teeth of the chute. Try to pack it in, and then we'll just do all the little maintenance things now that we don't have to do it later. Okay, beautiful. Okay. So that spins nice all the way around. So we're good. Take my gloves off here so we don't get any grease or anti-seize on that belt. You push that, I can put the belt around it, right? And then we're gonna get the idler. Okay, so we got our idler back. It just has a nut on it here. Before we do that, we do not want to forget to put this piece on. So I'm just gonna, actually I'll have to do that later because it covers both actually. So let me get it around this bad boy first. Where are we, Indians? Okay. Let me get it over there. Okay. And obviously the new belt is a little bit tight, so it's a little tighter than the old belt. Okay, I can't see from here. Am I wrapped around the pulley? Mm-hmm. Okay, now you can have that auger belt go. Hold it. Okay, let go.
You can adjust the thing too.
Okay, let's get him in. Let's get him down. We'll leave the cover off when we start it too. Just as a shim. Okay. So he just holds the belt, guys, from blowing off as it's idling. So right now you can squeeze it. So there's no adjustment on that. It has to be on the bottom. Pulley.
You have adjustment on the idler.
The idler?
Yeah.
In and out?
This way. Yeah, laterally.
Really?
Yeah, it's square in the back.
Good. Okay. So
actually, it is pretty good, but I guess we want it a little bit tighter.
Let me see. No, I want to see it.
Okay.
Okay. Well, no. Give me the snap-on, please. Okay. Okay. Squeeze them. Let go. Do you have a? Okay, squeeze it, and then. So right there, it's stop. Okay, it can go a little more. Yep. Let go. Just gonna make him a little bit tighter, guys. If I can. No, I can't. So that's all he goes. Okay. Okay. Yeah, squeeze it. Too tight, right? Tight. Squeeze him. Is it hard on your hand?
It's not hard on my hand.
Okay.
You want to do the twist test? What is it like?
Yeah, twist, but it's a lot tighter though for sure.
Yeah, up to
Okay,
you.
I'm gonna leave it
I think it's good.
because that's why it needs to engage. It needs to engage. If it's not too hard on the hand.
I'm doing my
Okay.
fingers. See?
Okay, I see it has a spring on it too. Yeah, I think it was a little bit too loose, and also it was old. It stretched. So we're actually in good shape. So with the adjustment here, I think we're in good shape. Okay, guys, so we got it back down on the ground. We took the jack stands out. Basically, everything is back together. We're going to leave just this plastic cover off. We're going to start it, make sure everything looks good. There's no smoking or squealing. And we're going to engage it to see how this belt is. If you remember, I tightened that tension to make this belt tighter when it's engaged. So that's it. We didn't show you, but we also serviced the oil. We were here anyway. We just drained it and then we filled it. I happen to put I have 1540 truck oil. I think a lot of these call for straight weight 30 or 40. Just change it often and you should be fine with whatever you use. I don't use the synthetic, but you can use the synthetic. The old motors, they never called for it. So, and it only uses about 3/4 of a quart. It's not even a full quart that you could service it. So you fill it and then you empty it. Normally there's a post back here. You see this little, that's where you drain them. They normally have a provision for you to drain it. Everyone's different. This is a Briggs & Stratton that came on most of the Sears Craftsman. So right now we're basically done. I just, like I said, I greased everything. Also, I did a little maintenance. It was running fine. It was smoking the belt with the heavy snow we had. So let's hope we get a snowstorm. We're going to get one in a couple of days. Hopefully it serves us well and it'll work. So now we're just going to pull it and start it up and we'll show you it running. Hey guys, so it's up and running. We're going to do the auger. Nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. So we're good to go. And this bad boy runs really good. The auger stops. So that's awesome. Like and subscribe. Please leave comments if you have questions about anything, and we'll be happy to respond. Thanks.
We all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be?